Hey everybody, welcome back to the circle. And today we're going to be playing some Blitz games. I've created a new uh, handle, as you can see. I need to make sure not to talk too much because we're going to have to play a little bit quickly. But in any case, I'm just trying to, you know, part of the channel rebrand means that I need to start a lot of this from scratch again. So we're going to be playing a couple of Blitz games so I can reestablish my rank. It's also just been, wild couple of days or weeks, at work, just coming down from a busy period and just getting back into the game again. Haven't been able to upload that much in the meantime because, yeah, there's just life going on. That's just life. So, best not be too hard on ourselves about it. Just say that is life and we'll just continue uploading and we'll continue where we left off. I'm also trying out this other background you can see here all around. It's meant to complement this kind of yellow board a little bit more, so I hope you enjoy that. Uh, I don't really enjoy this Joseki here because it's floating a little bit, not quite my favorite. So yeah, I guess a bit of an interesting start. I'll try and pincer here and see if we can work up some kind of a moyo and see what happens from there. I want to see if I can try and descend in some way here so that I might be able to wall this off. This jump here is something you can do. I guess he doesn't want to take the corner because he doesn't want me to take the outside. So we'll play this Joseki instead, which is also fine. It just means that I'm pressed down a little bit. Technically, I think like after AI, this Joseki is really fallen out of fashion. Like I think even before AI, people didn't really like it very much because you have these stones in the center and it's not clear what it's doing. But it's one of those positions where it's more like your opponent isn't getting much either. So this is something that's possible as well. I'll go for the pincer here just so I can have this group that's floating a little bit. Maybe I can use it against these stones. But yeah, we'll see. Oh yeah, this is a two don, so yeah, this is going to be a difficult and fun game. So I guess we'll have to stand up over here. We'll see how long I last. I won like 2 games in a row, so yeah, now it's going to get more challenging. I don't expect to win. I will need to lose eventually, so that'll all be okay as well when it does happen. So here, if I play this way, then he can descend and cut, but I think I'll be okay over here, so I'll just stand up. So we keep these groups separated, which is nice. I guess white has a good point that there's this group in the center that we need to take care of. Bit of a blitz game, so it's difficult for me to actually think about what I'm doing. If I come this way, then he might play over here. Is it so bad? I'm not quite sure because I can try and get out into the center. I guess this way I make clear life for myself, but I guess white gets some moves under here, so I'm a bit undercut. Can I play over here? I don't think I'll be able to do that. Do I get some kind of a ko in the corner, but I have this extra liberty out there, so it's a bit awkward. Also, I don't think it is ko in the corner because I have 8 liberties in the corner, so I should actually be okay. They'll have to recover on the outside. Then maybe I can fix my shape, live in Gote, and then we'll continue from there. They still have this group here that's not alive, so we'll see what they do with this. They're slowly running out of time. They have 6, 5. Okay. Oh, but they. No, 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 no. This must be a bad idea because these two groups aren't so connected. Oh, I see. You're going to connect this way. That's still so. And what about if I play over here? The weaknesses must be too big for like letting me just cut through like this is really intense. So of course I'll Atari and then they'll connect. Okay, and then I can get this wedge over here. Okay, so I don't know if what was worth more. Like they also gained a lot out here. This group is slowly getting weaker. Yeah, okay. But if that's true, I can probably lean on this because this shape is a lot stronger than it was. That's what I'm thinking. Or maybe just shoulder hit. But also I shouldn't panic too much because this group is actually not so weak. So I guess we can just make shape over here. Make this group harder to attack. I'm all the way set. I'm settled all the way through here, and then I guess the game continues from this point. There's also this group over
10,
here, which is
9,
floating.
8.
So I'm gonna play this move and see how they'll respond. Because these stones on the outside here are actually quite heavily damaged after all the fighting that we did. I can tear through here, but they'll be able to live in the corner. Oh, they're gonna go into the corner now, okay. We'll block once over here, and then we'll decide what we do. I can't remember what the best way to do this was. If I come over here...
10, 9,
meanwhile, if I block this
8,
way...
7, 6, 5, 4...
I don't remember what the best way to go was.
9, 8...
Yeah? Okay. But now there's
10,
these cuts
9,
over here, which
8,
aren't so savory,
7,
I think.
6, 5...
So this looks a little bit tricky
9,
to deal... Oh, you're
8,
giving this up.
7...
Okay. But this is a lot of stones to give up, isn't it? It seems like a lot. Wow,
10,
that's interesting.
9,
Okay.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4...
I guess we can just take them? Was that really worth so
8,
little?
7, 6, 5, 4, 3...
And now there are these stones on the outside. They're still not strong. White's still going to have to come back, and then they'll be floating. So actually, that looks a bit tough, I think.
8, 7, 6, 5...
Okay, but I guess they got a lot of forcing moves on the outside here, which is nice. But also,
10,
it's another group...
9,
okay, but I shouldn't
8,
respond
7,
here.
6, 5, 4, 3...
Somehow it's not clicking like it should. Here, if he keeps pushing me, is that good for me? I guess maybe, because these stones here look a bit weak.
7, 6, 5...
Okay. I'm connected all through here.
9, 8...
And then he attacks this.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3...
I guess I should respond over at this group, though. Right? But at the same
8,
time,
7,
I guess...
6, 5, 4, 3...
It's not fun playing down players because they just play in this relaxed
7, 6,
in this
5,
relaxed way, and it's just a bit disappointing. In a good
10,
way, I guess, but
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4...
it's difficult. 3. I don't know what I'm doing. I just...
7...
But I guess I shouldn't
6,
lose hope.
5,
Did I capture these stones here?
10, 9,
No.
8,
Too
6, 5...
Too much to hope for. And that's probably a no Suji. I'm just panicking now. Yeah, so heal Atari this way or
9,
whatever.
8,
Okay.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
I have to really think about living now.
7.
So we're gonna have to push every which way. So I have one eye, and then I have to make another somehow. Okay. And then I guess I can play F9. I don't know if that's really life. I guess it's really close. It's really close to living, but I guess he'll be like, oh, you wasted too much in trying to live. Like Don players do. Yeah, okay, and then I guess I got no eyes down here. So then... okay, well, I guess I might just be dead. That's annoying. I mean, it's okay. There's no way I can win. That's not the expectation for this game. And I think I might be behind.
10, 9,
Yes, the entire outside.
8,
I'm just gonna resign.
7. White wins.
Yeah, so I'll review this game, I guess, but it's not really, I don't know, it's not really worth much without the handicap, I think. But yeah, I'll just go to the next game, and we'll see each other in a second. Alright, so I took a look at this game. Like I said, it's not the most informative game in the world because it's a Blitz game, and because it's playing again. I mean, I guess Blitz doesn't have to be so uninformative, but playing against someone who's stronger than you usually isn't that informative. I normally would have played over here. It is actually not so bad because this group is actually a little bit strong. I was afraid of white playing more firmly like this, but actually, even if I play softer and white lives, this is not great because we have these stones on the outside here, which are genuinely a bit thin, so black can definitely play around here. So here I responded this way, and white played over here, and basically this was, I mean, just very slightly the wrong direction. It's good for white basically. Like this is one of those things where like there are the small differences. White's able to make the right calls, and they just walk ahead because they just make slightly better calls than me. So what the AI says to do is you can do this exchange here, and then this one, and then make this exchange. White shouldn't play over here, but say they do, then you can just respond like this, and then say white plays over here, then you can make this exchange and come over here. So white is floating, black is threatening to make territory with A, and there's still these groups here in the center, basically. So this is all working out okay. Basically, I don't go for all of these weaknesses, which allows white to recover. White should really play over here, though. So it's true that I can come out here, and what I can try and do is do something like this, and then basically just move out over here. And the idea is that so long as white is weak, then, you know, the game is okay for black. So I did this way instead, which is slightly not so great, but at least I'm able to capture these stones over here, which is nice. I'm all connected, but at the same time, it's not a lot of territory, which is why it's not such a great victory. White plays over here, I respond, they make territory, and then I go for this weakness. Everything here goes okay, and then I played over here. White gives these stones up, and I thought, oh, that's kind of big, though, isn't it? Because it's like four stones, and actually this is true. So I thought that white would be way ahead on the outs, or not like way ahead, but like somehow giving up the stones, it was light enough, but it's light enough in a way that the game is still even. So this is not actually bad for black, no big deal. What's bad for black is that I go for this capture and I capture over here in Gote. It's not really clear what I gained from this capture. I was already alive by capturing these stones, and on this side I'm alive already as well. This stone here isn't very important, and so by cutting through here I haven't really gained anything substantial. So what I notice actually is that white gets to play here later, and if I remember what Shigo says for weak groups in order to live, I have this floating group over here, is that I need 2 directions to run in, or 3 directions, in order for the group to be strong, and here I have only 2. So this would have been my 3rd direction, which means that when I got to about here, maybe I could have considered adding a move on the outside here. That would have been perhaps a good idea. But here I am expecting that white kind of, I don't know, overreacts somehow, but of course they don't. It's not that important. These 3 stones are trash. So they just give them up, and then I do try this attachment, and then this clamp basically kills me, because once I lose my stones, then there isn't enough eye space to live, and then I just die very, very subsequently. So the main moral of the story is that I let these floating stones get too weak. This cut wasn't worth very much, and this cut wasn't worth very much either. Eventually I would need to come back and play here, and of course there's not a lot of other places to play, so why not? The issue is that when playing against a 2-Don, this move could be a little bit too defensive. When you're playing against Don players, you really can't be allowing, like, this, if it's not completely necessary, it's an inaccuracy. And against Don players, inaccuracies of a couple of points start to really matter. So, you know, is this really so much better? I don't know. I'm not really playing at this level yet, so yeah, that's why the game is a bit not that informative. So you can see that there are like all these small plays that I could have played better, but for my level, that's not what's important yet. So yeah, I mean, quick review. I'll move on to the next review very fast. That one, I just died horribly, so I guess we can take a look. All right, so we have another game here. So let's see how this goes. So let me see. We'll be playing my usual opening here. At least these games have a kind of pace to them, which means that in terms of commentary, perhaps they're a bit more exciting to watch. People think that only in chess can you have this kind of a high action commentary, but I'm here to show you that this is not true. So this E18 stone is relatively new, so I guess it's something. I guess if you've probably seen me play it in the past, but yeah, up to here, this is pretty standard. We can get pushed. Black has this area here, which I guess is nice, but I'm also pretty solid. And yeah, I guess we want to play on this side now. I'll just approach over here. I want to do something about the side eventually. Here, can he do much if he slides? I'm actually not sure how much he can really do, so I'm actually not going to act like I'm that concerned. So we'll just attach over here, work up a bit of a area. That's interesting. So I can play over here. And then respond over here. I guess it kind of transposes back to the Joseki that we all know and love. So we can just respond. And what was it? I don't quite remember. I think this is Joseki. Yeah, I think that's the shape. Also, a bit of a new shape after AlphaGo. And then I guess we have this weakness eventually, so I guess I'll just... I guess here this is a good way to play because it puts more pressure on the opponents. Yeah, we'll just come back. And this group is floating a little bit, so it's a bit under pressure, but I don't expect that we'll be able to attack it very harshly at all. I guess we can try and make the shape here a bit nicer, just so that we don't get separated. So let's play something like this. I guess it also keeps this group a little bit weaker, and then once he responds, then we can try and do something about this left side. Once again, I don't expect that there was much Sente over here, so that's why I didn't respond. If that's true, then perhaps L17 is a bit slow. There's this jump here. Let's make sure we have our own points before we start invading on different sides of the board. We can take the corner here, and then he'll make this area. Yeah, that's all nice, well and good. And now here, normally I would attach up here, but we're going to play this move today because I need to learn about invasions. This kind of invasion should definitely work, so there's no reason why I shouldn't try it, basically. And with this pincer, I'm going to come in this direction and try and go underneath. This ladder, I don't... Oh, the ladder does work. Okay, that's good to know. So we'll get this. He responds. And then we can try and live. So, okay. We can then play over here. And then... I'm not quite sure. We'll definitely want to move like this, because it shorts liberties on the outside. And yeah, it's all just a bit weaker, I suppose. I'm not sure what the best way to go is. I guess we'll want to move here because we can't... If we try and go for the cart over here, then these stones can get shortened liberties. And... Can I play over here? So yeah, these are the things that you... Oh, okay. These are the things you just need to try. And eventually you get better at them. I think I can use this C13 stone here to try and escape. Something that I've seen before. It's a bit difficult because these stones are short on liberties here. So if I can just make it into the center, then I'll have lived and I'll have robbed black of all their points. Okay. Yeah. I guess it gets difficult now. Here. Maybe not because they're strong here, perhaps. So then this one... I'm not quite sure. Perhaps the invasion was a bit too deep, but this is also why I have to try them, because I just have to keep going until I understand how it works. Because I've been avoiding them all my life, and if you avoid something all your life, then it's not healthy. Don't avoid things for all your life. That's not good for you. So I guess we'll just keep going over here. I'm not really sure if I'll be able to make it out, so I guess there's this. And then I don't think there'll be weaknesses on the outside. I guess the ladder here doesn't work, so that's not nice. I'll try this way, but I might have to resign this game as well, unfortunately. But at least it'll be fun to review. Fun to review in the sense of educational, because losing isn't fun. I guess normally it's not so bad, but I don't know, I'm a bit tired today, so I guess we can try this Atari and come out, but I don't know, I don't have a lot of hope. I think I'm just dead. Then he'll just solidify or something. And then, even if I can surround, this straight shape isn't strong enough. I guess I can just try this Atari here, but yeah, they're connected out. Yeah, nothing works. So I messed this up. I played too heavily, I suppose. So we'll see. We'll see what I should have done. But I have to keep in mind that it's not about winning when you try new things like that. Come on, bamboo joint. What's there to think about? This is an obvious move. There's nothing here for white. There's nothing to think about. The game is over. Just respond. But that's I guess maybe, but I don't. The game is still over, despite playing weirdly. Obviously, yeah, you have to. So I'll try over here and see what I can do. But there's no way. There's absolutely no way I can kill this. I just want to see how he responds because, you know, in these kinds of blitz games, sometimes they run out of time. Yeah, fine. Yeah, and then just make life. Make life. Okay, resign.
Black wins.
So yeah, that invasion didn't work. We'll find out what I did wrong, and yeah, maybe if I do enough of these invasions, then I'll get better at them. But I'll see you all in a second. For the review, we're just going to jump straight to this invasion because nothing else is that interesting in this game. So here, basically the idea is that when you're invading this deeply, you should not play moves in Gote. So this kind of move is not good because here it allows black to take the initiative. So if he just plays over here or something like this, that's probably be dead. But so like you can imagine if he comes up here, then this is Sente, and then I don't know, you can continue pushing against this thickness over here, so it's quite tricky. So I should be careful. Like when you're in your opponent's area, you should try not to foment like crystallize your shape. You need to always stay fluid. The AI finds this move, which I have no idea how I'm going to find and execute. It's a good move, but we'll come back to it in a second. Let's just assume that we got it to here, and then obviously I shouldn't play this for the reasons I just discussed. It transposes. So the idea, so here I Atari, and then again, and I come back, and at this point here, I should play over here, because it threatens to cut off this stone at A, because black needs to respond, so of course black should respond here, and then if I solidify, then I am alive. You know, alive, no big deal. So, with that in mind, basically this was the wrong direction, because I get this Atarian over here, and now I am not alive. I'm one a little bit short. So this connection wasn't good because I can get this extra move in Sente, and that's basically everything that I need in order to live. So, and the better way would be to play over here because, you know, otherwise I can just live. So black needs to descend over here, and then I can try and play this way. Black might try something like this, and then I can come out, and the game basically continues. So this is basically some ways that I can do this invasion a little bit better. I should note as well, this attachment may not be the only way. You can maybe attach over here, or maybe you can try jumping out into the center, because, I mean, if black plays over here, then why not? So maybe playing over here was a bit awkward direction, but and all of this is not a mistake, basically. You can choose whatever direction, and you just got to make sure that you don't play too heavily, otherwise you'll die in your opponent's area. So always, always, always pay attention to your opponent's weaknesses. It's really necessary if you're going to invade, so that's something that I should keep in mind for next time. That's basically all there is to this game, because I just die, and then if I just die, then opponent takes all the points. I'll move to the next one, and then I'll see you all in a second. Alright, let's just try one more time, because I'm in the Blitz Frenzy, and also because the other one... Oh, okay, this will be well worth it. This is good content here. We are here for the content. What do we got? Anyway, brain melting because it's Blitz. Okay, but yeah, the other game that I played was just once you learn the local position, it's not really an interesting game to review. Like it'll just be like the one thing, and that'll basically be it. So okay, I guess we can kick and just defend ourselves. It's important in these games to not get horribly bamboozled. I'll just make sure that he can't surround me, and then we'll continue from there.
Byoyomi,
9.
9.
I can play over here. And then respond, I think. What's the best way
8,
to respond?
7, 6, 5.
So I guess he's floating on this side and he has this weakness. And then,
9,
so long as
8,
he can't surround me,
7,
that's fine.
6, 5, 4.
I'm already running low on time. Are you serious? But okay.
9,
Here?
8.
Oh, I can kind of
7,
see where he's going with
6.
that. Okay. Yeah.
9,
He's just
8.
insistent. You're going to die today, mofo.
9,
That's what he's saying.
8, 7.
But I'm out into the center, so like please relax.
9.
Okay? And then I like Tanuki, because this is just ridiculous.
8, 7, 6.
And then
5.
this isn't properly
4,
this isn't
3.
properly thickness. I'll just undercut over here. You can figure out how you're going to make
9,
territory.
8, 7, 6.
You can just push a couple times and then Tanuki, I suppose.
9.
And then
8,
here?
7, 6, 5.
No, just continue. No big deal. It's
9.
all the same. I can push a bunch of times and get some time back.
8,
No, really?
7.
Okay, come on. You must be too thin with this.
9.
This is absolutely absurd. Okay, and then here, there's so many weaknesses right now. You can't seriously be telling me that
7.
this level of play is gonna work. Okay,
9,
and then maybe I can
8,
like jump to the center.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Let me make shape, because I'm looking at all these cut points over here, basically. So I want to jump to the center, but I don't want to give him a second to recover.
9.
Yeah, that's Sente, fine. That's possible. Also
8.
possible.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. 9, 8, 7, 6.
I'm just gonna
5,
go
4.
for this. It's gonna get interesting. Maybe, but there's no way. Once again, the fighting returns. We'll see
9,
how we can
8,
surround.
7, 6, 5, 4.
Sorry, it's just we had to play a little bit quickly there, so it was difficult to keep
9,
up
8,
the
7,
commentary.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Because these stones aren't worth much if he's dead. That's what it's all about right now.
9, 8, 7, 6.
So okay, but is he dead over here? That's the question. Especially because he gets a move now, and even if I got a Hane here, is it clear?
9, 8.
I'm not sure if it really is.
7,
Oh, that's a smart move,
6.
okay. But then I got these two Ataris here.
9,
That's
8,
interesting.
6,
I can squeeze him. Atari, then here. So there's a weakness.
9, 8, 7,
Maybe he's trying to surround over here, but even if he
9,
does...
8, 7,
Oh, that's...
6,
No, no,
5.
no, 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 no. Wait, maybe? He has to not respond. I can break out.
9, 8,
And then if he gets another
7,
move, does he kill me?
6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
I'm gonna respond. So yeah, of course you can do
9,
that.
8, 7, 6, 5,
And then I'm alive as well. We're both alive. Is he better off? I'm not quite sure.
9, 8, 7, 6,
Here...
5, 4, 3,
He must be... It must be fine. Right?
9, 8, 7, 6,
Yeah,
5.
I think he is. Because here, and that's a second eye. That sucks, but oh well, that's the game.
9,
I'm surrounded, so I'll play over here. I'm alive here. I don't have a lot of points. He has the entire outside.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
I'll just play over here because needs
9,
to.
8,
No time.
9,
So I'll push a couple times. Oh,
8,
that's
7,
ridiculous, but I'm going to keep going this way.
9.
Here. Here. And then I'm alive, so
8.
I'm going to close over here. I guess it's just that this might be a lot of territory here on the outside.
9.
This is totally not worth the
7.
time if this is what's big. This is way too small, basically. I somehow need to like lean on him and make this all
9,
worth not very much
8,
at all.
7, 6.
So I think letting him live small here is okay,
9,
because basically these stones here are...
8,
Or that like this area wasn't very big for me. I'm not going for territory.
9,
I'm going for
8,
disrupting them.
7, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
I don't know.
9,
Here, I guess now I'm floating with this group, which isn't fun.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
Maybe I can like cut both ways here.
9, 8,
Oh well.
7,
So I have to solidify.
9,
So I must be alive.
8,
And this is fine so long as I can keep reducing.
9, 8, 7,
And then over here,
9, 8,
because now this group is a bit weak. Maybe not. But a little bit. Because here, now he has to respond. And then I can attack
9,
this to keep going.
8,
I'm not going to worry about this group over here.
9,
Yeah, I
8,
suppose that's a
7,
reasonable move.
6, 5, 4, 3,
So let's just keep trying to reduce.
9, 8, 7, 6,
So
5,
much countdowns.
9, 8,
Oh, actually,
9.
here. Yeah, and I can still continue my way in. And here. Yeah, of course.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
Not sure what to do now. Guess it's end game from here.
9,
Yeah. Then I'll need to move over here. Yeah.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
This is perhaps a bad move.
9, 8,
That's
7,
strange.
6,
I can play over here.
9,
And it would be fun
8,
if I could play anything
7,
else, but I can't.
6.
I have to come this way. I should find a better
9,
way to say
8,
go in this
7,
direction.
6, 5,
I'd love to counterattack, but I actually think that's probably not going to
9,
work. Because here, like,
8, 7,
they're connected,
6,
which is the
5,
problem.
4, 3, 2,
Then here? This might be fun, actually, because this surrounds, but this
8,
not that fun
7,
because
6, 5, 4,
I hate
3,
Blitz games so
2.
much. Just what am I doing? Just what am I
9,
doing?
8, 7, 6, 5,
Oh well, try and figure out how I'm
9,
going to
8,
live.
7, 6, 5, 4, 9, 8, 9, 8, 7, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 9, 8,
It's just
7,
so frustrating.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. White wins.
Man, that sucks. Okay, well, I guess we review, and I'll see you all later. Okay, and finally, as frustrating as this game was, there is something to learn from it. What I'm wondering is if I can do this instead. That looks like stronger shape, and if white tries to surround, then maybe I can try something like this. This looks okay for black, so maybe I could have tried that instead. So I think that here the shape is a little bit awkward, like this. We get this Hane, and then here it's not amazing, but at the same time, actually, it's not as bad as I thought. So the issue is that if I thought that if I play here, I mean, a lot of you might have been perplexed why I played this. I played here because I was really worried about this cut, but basically AI says to cut right here because these stones here are heavy, and so white is going to have to run with them, something like this. And then as that happens, these two stones out here become really weak, and so these stones here are actually pretty strong. So yeah, that's why I was being too defensive over here. But okay, I'm still out into the center, no problem. This isn't exactly thickness, yes, but it's not as weak as I thought either. So here, I think this is one of those things where playing against these kinds of players, I kind of lost my temper a little bit. The thing is that they tend to leave all of these weaknesses here to try and provoke you into an attack. And then if you follow them into that attack very fast, then you have to think about how you do that. Here, I don't really have to. This isn't like an amazingly huge area. White still needs moves in order to solidify it, so actually it's not as big as you might think. But okay, I come over here, and this move was basically the wrong idea. So I can play this way, and this move looks really interesting. Because if white tries to do anything else, then I can capture this, and that's okay. And if white solidifies, then there's this really cool Tsuji here. So I can play like this, and basically, I mean, basically there's not enough liberties. It's 3-2 liberties. So that's really cool. I can't imagine something like that. So yeah, really cool Tsujis there from the AI. But yeah, I think the main lesson instead is just don't cut this way. I mean, I could, but here the main problem is I should just jump out. Because if I jump out, then white doesn't have anything. If you look, black has all of these points in the corner over here. So we have all these points. All of these points, which is quite nice. And then we have these points here as well. So black has quite a lot, and white doesn't have anything else much to compare with that. They basically just have this over here. So this is clearly quite nice for black, especially because there's this group over here, which is floating. It's not clear what's going on with this question mark, but yeah. So I play this way, and basically I get sealed inside with nothing to really show for it, and basically that's really bad because here I get surrounded and white gets all of these moves in the center, and now basically the game is lost for black because, yeah, there's just all these points on the outside. And also black didn't make that many points either. It's not quite clear to me to see why. I mean, it's clear if you continue with the rest of the game that this center group was quite overwhelming, but yeah, so basically it all has to come down to the direction at the start. So yeah, okay, I played a little bit, and I guess I imagine I do my best, but I'm behind. There's nothing I can really do. This move was perhaps a little bit of an overplay. That was a good counter, and yeah, eventually I have to say, okay, well, I can't reduce this anymore, and I need to eventually play a move like this in order to live. But I don't, and so white then gets this move here, and then I'm kind of dead, and that sucks. So yeah, I'm just playing too aggressively, as I expected. I'm kind of depressed because I was playing pretty well, and then I took a break, and now I'm playing badly again. I just feel like it's a lot of back and forth. I feel like I'm not really getting anywhere. I don't mind not improving much, but I wish that I wasn't on the treadmill. You know, I wish that I could just play better. Oh well, but yeah. Hope you guys keep learning just as I do. That's the new motto. Keep growing, keep learning, and yeah, I hope you'll join me in the circle next time. If you enjoy these videos, I'll do my best to keep a more upbeat attitude. But yeah, otherwise, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in another video.